like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So UFC Fight Night on ESPN on the 24th of February in Mexico City. Main event is going to be Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royval in a great match. So obviously we have Moreno, former champion, former flyweight champion, I have to say. We obviously know his last fight. Last fight he lost against Pantoja. He's never beaten Pantoja. Pantoja has beaten him previously. It was a split decision. Really close match though. Before that he beat Davison Figueiredo, Kai Kara France. Then he lost to Davison Figueiredo. Then he beat Davison Figueiredo. He's gone back and forth with Davison Figueiredo. Them two obviously had a back and forth. Then we obviously have Brandon Royval. Brandon Royval is a top contender. Never held the flyweight championship. The last fight he lost against Pantoja as well. They have something in common. Before that he beat Nikolai, I think his name is, by knee and elbow. Before that he beat Matt Schnell. And before that beat Rodrigo. This is a great fight. Both of them are obviously highly skilled. I'm going to go and give the edge to Brandon Moreno. I think Brandon Moreno is just a more polished fighter. There was and he can switch his game plan up, even though he lost to his last fight to Pantoja, but he can switch his game plan up. I have seen him in fights where he was losing, he switches up and wins, like he did with Kai Kara France. Royval is really good as well. He's top level, top tier. He just fought for the title, so obviously it shows how good he is. But I just think that Brandon Royval is just a bit more polished. His technique's a bit more cleaner, a bit more sharper. Royval just throw a lot of stuff, a lot of wild stuff as well, which I feel that Brandon might be able to capitalize on. Coming off a loss as well to Pantoja, they're both in the same boat, but I just feel Brandon is just gonna get the job done. We see some holes in Pantoja, in Royval's game. It's probably the wrestling, which Brandon's probably going to try and negate and try and take it to the wrestling as well versus Pantoja. This is going to be a great fight, and I'm looking forward to it. They're both bangers. They're both top level, top class fighters. Previous champion and number one contender, but I am going with Brandon Moreno. I think if you're going to put your money down, put it down on Brandon Moreno. I'm not going to give a percentage because I don't think this needs a percentage. I'm very confident that I feel Brandon Moreno is going to get it done. I think he's going to need to win one or two more fights. If he wins this, probably one more, then he could probably get a title shot again. But Mexico, you have got a great fight here in Mexico City. I'm looking forward to it. I'd be there watching if I could, but I can't. But it's going to be a great fight. I'm looking forward to it. But I'm going with Brandon Moreno, the baby assassin. I think he's going to get it done. How he's going to get it done? I have a decision. I'm leaning towards decision, but it could be a knockout or submission. Let's find out. What's your thoughts? Leave a comment.